What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Junior's World of Soul. I am back with a new video. Y'all, I came in with the classic from Earth, Wind, and Fire, September. You know, the fall is starting. I figured why not start that with a throwback, you know, get y'all that feeling of the fall coming in, you know what I'm saying? Definitely prayers going out to ones that are affected by the hurricane in Florida and Georgia and all that good stuff. Prayers going out to you guys, you know what I'm saying? But y'all, I am back after like 2 weeks. Like 2 weeks I have not done a video. You know, I've been going everywhere. I've been running around. You know, last week I went to the ATL just for a little mini vacay, you know, to get my mind right and everything. And yo, it was such a wonderful time. I went and visited the World of Coca-Cola, which I tried like 100 flavors of soda, which I'm not the biggest soda drinker, so it was cool, it was tight, you know, learned about Coca-Cola and all that good stuff. And then I went to the Human Rights and Civil Rights Museum. Oh my God, it was so powerful. Look, I recommend anybody, if you ever go down to the ATL, I recommend you go to this museum. Yo, you know, it just really shows you that everybody just want to be treated equally. We all people at the end of the day. We all human, and we want to be treated with respect and all that. And you know, going through the civil rights part, it was just showing me that music really helped us move. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the songs that people were singing, like Bob Dylan with Blowing in the Wind and Mahalia Jackson, and it was so many people that came together for a cause, and it's just how music really speaks to people. And I'm like, wow, you know, it really, you know, gave me inspiration to keep doing what I'm doing with, you know, my videos and just representing R&B the right way, because it's like music brings everybody together, and that's what it's all about. But again, I recommend all you guys check out the Human Rights and Civil Rights Museum in Atlanta. And yeah, and then I went to, a week before that, dealing with music, I went to my soul idol, who I talk about a lot in these videos, Felix Hernandez from the Rhythm Review. He's on WBGO 88.3, and you know, he's been an idol of mine. I finally went to his party. He did a 60s, 70s, you know, Motown Stacks party. It was amazing. Me and my mom had such a good time. I think that was the last one of the year, so we're going to try to go back again next year and take more of the family with us and things like that. But I really had a good time. That's why I really wasn't recording for the last 3 weeks. But I am back. I am back for current R&B bangers. Yo, I haven't done current R&B bangers in like a month. I've done videos, but it's been like tribute videos. And I haven't done current R&B bangers. So I am back, y'all. I got 4 new bangers for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I've been gone for a minute. Now I'm back with the jump ball. Hey! So let's get it started. Let's start this off right. Starting it off with my girl, Keyshia Cole. I am so glad she's back with new music. I've been wanting music from Keyshia, honestly, ever since the Woman to Woman album. The album after that, I'm sorry, you know, I've been a fan of hers. I kind of forget about that album, to be honest with you. I don't really play it. I have it, but I really don't play it like that. But Woman to Woman, yo, that album was dope from beginning to end. So, you know, that album is also underrated. So, for real, if y'all have not checked out Woman to Woman, and if you're a fan of Keyshia Cole from That's the Way It Is, you will enjoy that album as well. But, you know, she finally was back with some new music. She came in January with You, which I was like, yo, this is the Keyshia that I'm talking about, because she always gives us that hip-hop soul type of first single. You know what I'm saying? She did it with That's the Way It Is with I Changed My Mind, and she did it with Let It Go with Just Like You, and then she did Play Your Cards Right with A Different Me, and then I Ain't Through with Calling All Hearts, and then Woman to Woman, she did the Enough No Love, if I'm not mistaken, with Lil Wayne. So I was like, yo. And when I heard You, and it had Remy Ma and French Montana on it, at first I was like, okay, I hope Keyshia is not trying to follow trends. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not with that. I feel like you've been in this game too long to start following trends. You need to start making trends. So I was like, come on, Keyshia, you're not going to do that. But then I also know Remy and her, they like best friends. And then, you know, French Montana is cool with that, with her and Remy. So I was like, all right. You know, at first I was a little skeptical about it, but I was like, it's all good. When I heard it, I was like, it's a banger. And if y'all haven't heard I don't know where you've been, but the joint is a banger. And here we go. It goes a little something like this. Come on. All right.
Just blame me for the last time. I'm done fucking with you. Keep coming with the same lines. Everything but the truth.
You picked the wrong one, yeah. You picked the wrong one, baby. You just blame me for the last time. I'm done fucking with you. Woo! So when I heard it, I was like, oh yeah. I was like, yo, this is a hit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, Keyshia, she got one. But it didn't hit as hard as I wanted it to. I thought this was going to be like another, you know, let it go again. I thought this was going to be a big record for her. Because I'm like, yo, you know, Remy is the hottest hip-hop chick. You got French on the, you know, on it. So I was like, yo, she got one with this. But it didn't hit hard as I thought it would. And I'm like, this is whack. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, this song is dope. And I'm like, it's Keyshia that we love. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, it is what it is. So then I was hearing that Keyshia was going to Love and Hip Hop. Now, then it kind of eyebrows raised for me. I was like, hold up. Keyshia, you're going to Love and Hip Hop. Why are you doing that? But then I had to sit back and think. And I said, if you think about it, Keyshia's whole career has been reality TV, thinking about it, because that's the way it is. And Just Like You and Different Me and Calling All Hearts were all promoted on her reality show when she had, you know, I think it went for like 4 seasons, and then the Woman, she kind of promoted that on her and her ex-husband's show. So it's like Keyshia Cole has been on reality shows to help promote her album. So I'm like, okay, I see what you're doing, Keyshia. I see why you're on Love and Hip Hop. So I was like, it's all good. So then maybe about 2 weeks ago, she premiered her new record, and it's called Incapable. Now, I was like, you know, where is she going to go with it? Because I'm like, people didn't hit hard with you. It didn't hit as hard, even though everybody was loving it. It got over like 2 million views on, you know, YouTube and all that. So I'm like, I don't know why this ain't hit. So I was like, okay, what is this, another, you know, fast joint? How is Keyshia going to go? So then when she premiered it, maybe 2 Fridays ago, and I was listening to it, because she premiered it on her Instagram maybe a couple of months ago. And it's like, okay, you know, you thinking somebody's in the, you know, the writing and the, you know, getting all the songs ready for the album. I mean, you really don't pay attention to it, especially that you was popping. So I was like, all right. So when she premiered the record and I was listening to it, I said, oh my God, Keyshia, you have done it again. Like, I was like, yo, this song is dope. I'm like, this is what I want to hear from Keyshia. Songs like Incapable. I'm like, this is giving me woman to woman album vibes. And I was like, yo, she's done it again. So this is the new single. I think she premiered it on Love and Hip Hop. I'm not too sure. I don't really watch Love and Hip Hop like that, but you know what I'm saying? Hopefully, you know, people is, you know, definitely, you know, the new fans is of Love and Hip Hop, I should say. You know, it's really, you know, getting, you know, some, how can I say it? Because I don't want to be dissing Love and Hip Hop like that, because that's the new thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to sound all whack and sound like, oh, you old and all this kind of stuff, because that's the new thing. But I hope, you know, people is realizing that Keyshia's making good music, because everybody in the show is acting like they're artists, but they're not. But anyway, you know, Incapable is a banging joint. I love it. The vocal production of this record is dope, and I'm gonna play 2 parts of this song. But here is the first R&B banger. It is Incapable, and it goes a little something like this. Here we go. there. Woo! Like, it's like so smooth, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, the way it just knocks. It has that knock, you know, that bass when you listen to it in your headphones, and you come in your house and listen to it on your speakers. You know, people don't do that no more. But you listen to it on your speakers and it has that bass and it knocks. But what I really love about this record is the bridge. It's like after the bridge, Keyshia takes it home, and that's what really, really makes the song for me. So that's why I said that I had to play y'all 2 parts, because, yo, she kills it. And I was just like, damn, Keyshia, you better sing your song. You better sing the Boobie or whoever you talk about. But here we go. Come on, Keyshia. Capable of letting me back. Woo! Like, again, I was like, Keyshia, you better sing your song. I knew she was feeling it up in that studio with this record. So I hope this hits hard for her, for real. You know, for me, this was crazy, because as soon as I heard this joint and I was vibing to it, I sent it to one of my friends, because I was like, yo, listen to this joint. Yo, Keisha's talking some shit on this joint. Like, for real. But I hope she gets some shine for this. I hope this hits hard, especially with her being on Love and Hip Hop, getting that younger audience. They're able to really, really learn the record and things like that, because it's a dope, dope record. Like I said, the vocal production is amazing. It is dope. So, y'all, Keyshia Cole, Incapable, dope record. She got her new album. It's called, I'm going to say 1111 Reset. Am I right? Am I wrong? I don't know. But that's what she's calling it. Again, I'm getting woman to woman vibes from it. If you haven't listened to the woman to woman album, I recommend y'all go listen to it. And you can kind of see this is kind of where Keyshia's going. And this is the music that Keyshia needs to be making, seriously. Because this is the music that we fell in love with her for. You know what I'm saying? My favorite is still Just Like You. But it's like songs like this and You is why we fell in love with Keyshia. So hopefully this scores big for her, and first on the R&B bangers is Incapable. Alrighty, alrighty. The next, keeping this going, we keeping the groove going. And the next is coming from my girl Ledisi. I think I have talked about Ledisi about 3-4 times on R&B bangers. On the last couple of videos I have talked about Ledisi. Ledisi is not playing with us with this new album, Let Love Rule, that's coming out on September the 22nd. She's been blessing us with that true trap soul. And I mean that someone that actually can sing on a trap beat. Not actually you just have an auto-tune sing for you and the computer doing it. Ledisi actually has a voice and sounds good on the trap beats. I'm telling you, because when she came with her first single, High, at first, you know, before I even heard it, I was like, they was like, Ledisi is doing trap. I said, uh-oh. And then, but I was like, DJ Camper. And she worked with him before, and then Mary worked with DJ Camper on Her Strength of a Woman, and he gave her some bangers. Like, he gave her Definitely Thick of It, which is a banger. So I was like, oh, okay. Hopefully, let's see. Ledisi came with High, and I heard it. It's my one of my favorites of 2017. I love it. I bump it at least every day. This joint is a banger, and if you've been under a rock, you're bugging, and I'm gonna play it. And here we go. Alrighty. I just wanna be. Woo! Like, I love it. And then it's like the instrumentation on it, like the horns. I'm a horn lover, y'all. Like, if y'all haven't watched current R&B bangers or any of my dedication videos, I love a horn. And then this song, like, it's trap, and she's not overdoing it, and it's bangs, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, she's giving us that real trap soul, but then she's not losing herself. And that's what a lot of our artists seem to do. You know, they lose themselves trying to be current. You know what I'm saying? Just ask Usher with his Hard to Love album. You know what I'm saying? And he tried to go too far left, and you lost yourself. And Ledisi is not losing herself on this. So it is a banger. And I was like, yes, Ledisi, I love it. I love it. Represent for the real voices on these trap beats. That's what I'm talking about. So then, when you pre-order the album, you got another joint. And it's, I think DJ Camper did this one, and it's entitled Add to Me. I talked about this on one of the R&B bangers, and I was like, damn, yo, she was killing it. And here we go. Here's Add to Me, and here we go.
How you gonna add to me? Yeah, how you gonna add to me? How you gonna add to me? Show me what it is you feel for me. I'm just sinking your hand to me. How you gonna add to me?
Yeah, how you gonna add to me? So what you gonna do? Woo! So smooth. I was like, oh my God. I was like, yo, it's smooth. It's giving you that jazzy flavor, which is Ledisi's core, but it's still giving you that current swag. You know what I'm saying? And for me, I'm like, yo, mainstream radio should be eating this up. I don't understand why I'm not hearing it on the big iHeart radio stations like Power 105.1 and, you know, Hot 97 and, you know, all these big iHeart radio stations. Why y'all not playing Ledisi High? Why y'all not playing Ledisi Add to Me? These songs is current. So I don't get it. I don't know why the radio station's not eating this up, but it's all good because we eating it up on Junior's World of Soul and current R&B bangers. That's how we do. You know what I'm saying? These songs is dope. So then, you know, now Ledisi has come out with a new single. Because, you know, once the album is getting close and we're getting close to the release of the album, they start giving us new joints. So a couple of days ago, she released another single. It's entitled Hair. And my brother Sim was like, yo, I know you're going to like this one because, you know, she's singing. She giving you vocals, of course. And I'm like, well, Ledisi been 2 for 2 for me, and she been doing the damn thing. So I was like, she can't do no wrong. So when I heard it, I was like, yep, Ledisi has done it again. She's 3 for 3. That's why my pre-order is already ready, and I'm just waiting for the 22nd because all these songs of this album is doing right for me. And again, the joint is called Hair. It's crazy, but we're going to talk about it. But here you go. It goes a little something like this.
So if you're gonna stay, I need you to be here. Show me that you care. Let me know you're here.
Woo! Woo! Love this record, yo. This record is smooth. It's a ballad. And you know what bugs me out, yo? What's crazy about this record? When I first heard it, I was like, yo, this sounds like a Tamia record. If you really listen to the way she's vocally, you know, taken to this record, it really sounds like a Tamia record. Like, at first, I was like, yo, is Tamia singing background? Is this a duet? Like, I really did, because I was like, it sounds very Tamia-ish. But then, once I started hearing, I was like, oh, no, that's Ledisi. Oh, that's Ledisi. You can't. No, this is her. And it's a dope joint. Y'all, I cannot wait for this album. Let Love Rule, September 22nd. She's staying current, but she remaining soulful. I need these iHeart radio stations to represent for High, because High is a banger. It is a banger. You can put it up to every new song that all these mainstream radio stations are playing, and it can be equally matched. So I'm going to need these program directors to start playing Ledisi High, and let's get this joint and let this younger generation hear some real singing, but on some trap beats. They can still do their thing and whatever they do. You know what I'm saying? But again, Ledisi here is the new single that she just brought out. Again, the album, Love Rule, September 22nd. Y'all support. I already got my own pre-order. Ledisi, you are 3 for 3 for me. I cannot wait for this album. Now, the next artist I was introduced to by my brother Sin, that I talk a lot about on these current R&B bangers and some of my videos. Y'all check out his dope album, The Demo. I talked about it on current R&B bangers. Yo, I'm loving the album. I'm still playing it. I still support it. I'm gonna put it in the more info box. I want y'all to check it out for real. But I was introduced to this artist by him, and her name is Elli Ingram. And now, this is crazy how he introduced me to her, because he sent me her music at like 5 a.m. in the morning on my way to Atlanta. And he sent me a text. He was like, yo, bro, I need you to listen to this before you leave. He was like, I know you ain't on the plane yet. I need you to listen to this. So I was like, all right, just send it to mind you. It's 5 in the morning, you know what I'm saying? Even though I'm headed to the airport, I'm still wiping my eyes trying to wake up. I need some coffee or something to wake me up. But he was so serious, like, bro, I need you to listen to Elli Ingram. Like, please listen to this girl. Like, she's dope. You know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, I'll listen to it. So when I listened to it, I was like, oh, yeah, I like her. I like her voice. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing like Adele. It wasn't nothing like, you know, Joss Stone. It gave me a little bit of Amy Winehouse. I was like, okay. I like it. He was like, cool. Now that I know you heard it, now I'm going to give you some more music to listen to when you get back. So I was like, all right, cool. So now I was thinking about it, because I love when I get introduced to a UK artist, because one thing I get so hyped about a UK soul artist, because they know soul music and they respect it. They respect classic R&B music, and that's what I feel like the problem is with this younger generation over here in the States. And when it comes to our black young artists, it's like a lot of them don't go back. You know, they just be like, it's so old and we need to do something new. But it's like, come on, you need to learn your history. Know, you know, who you like as an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody be like, oh, I love Beyonce. Oh, I love, you know, Usher, and I love Rihanna, and I love all these, you know, quote unquote top R&B acts. And it's like, but if you like them, don't you want to know who your favorite artists like? Like Beyonce says she loves Sarah Vaughan. She's loved, you know, Etta James. She's loved, you know, Aretha, and all these kind of people. And I'm like, y'all should, and that's our difference of what, you know, is going on here and over there in the UK. And that's why I love to be introduced to, you know, UK artists. Like, I love when I was introduced to, you know, Joss Stone in 2003. I loved it because, you know, she let you know I love Aretha Franklin. I love Betty Wright. You know what I'm saying? And you listen to her Soul Session album and Mind, Body, and Soul. You like, this girl really embodies soul, but she takes, you know, she takes from the legends but create her own. Then I love when I was introduced to Adele in 2008 when she was, you know, she was like, I love Billie Holiday. She was like, I love Beyonce, but I love Billie Holiday. I love Etta James. I love that. And then you listen to her music and you can see the influences. Then Sam Smith, when he came out, he was like, I love Mary J. Blige. I love, you know, that was a #1 for me. But I love Mary J. Blige, and I love, you know, Shaka Khan. And he goes back, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I respect about UK artists. So as soon as I heard, excuse me, as soon as I heard, you know, Elli Ingram talk about, you know, after I knew she was from UK, I was like, okay, I need to do my research on her. What is she about? Like, I need to check her. So she said that Amy Winehouse was really one of the reasons what made her find her voice into songwriting. And I was like, okay, she likes Amy. So I know Amy loves Sarah Vaughan. She loves jazz. She loves blues. So I'm like, okay, what else does this girl like? So then she was like, I love, you know, Erykah Badu, and I love Lauryn Hill, and I love Angie Stone. So when she said that, I said, oh, because respect, no disrespect to Angie Stone, but not a lot of people say they are influenced by Angie Stone. And I said, wow, okay, I see where she's at. You know what I'm saying? And then it was like she went back and she said her parents played, you know, all music around the house. Her dad was part of a band. Her mother loved music. But then she goes to say, I was influenced by Billie Holiday. I was influenced by Roberta Flack. And then when she said Donny Hathaway, I said, I said, I like her because Donny Hathaway is one of my favorite male singers of all time because of emotion. And when she said that, I said, okay, all right, I like her. I'm a fan. And then when I heard the song that, you know, Sin sent me again, I said, oh yeah, now I can hear it. Now I'm like, okay, it makes sense. I can hear her influences. So then I was like, let the music begin. And I was like, let's go. So then, because he sent me actually 3 songs to listen to. You know what I'm saying? And I listened to those. And then I was like, wow, I need to really go back here. Like, I need to really check this girl out. So then she did a remix to Poetic Justice that, you know, Sin told me about. And I said, oh shit, she is riding this beat. Like, she's riding it. And none of these UK artists that I just talked about, like Adele, Sam Smith, Joss Stone, they would not be able to ride a beat like this girl's riding it. But them soulful and jazzy and everything vocals is still there. I don't care. If Kendrick heard this, he should be very proud. Because Eli killed this. She killed it. And if you haven't heard it, I'm going to let you hear it. And then I'm going to put all her info in the more info box. But this is her version of Poetic Justice. This girl kills it. Oh my God. Here we go.
Poetic justice, poetic justice. If I told you the flowers bloom that I got from would you trust it? I mean, I write poems in these songs dedicated to you.
Come on.
Anytime, you can get it, you can get any place. So just know just what you want. Poetic justice, in the song, alright.
Woo! Come on, run it back.
No, just know just what you want. Poetic justice, put it in a song, alright.
Woo! I was like, oh shit, this girl is the truth. I was like, Eli is the truth. She is the truth. I was like, yo, nobody can ride a beat like that and just sing it on it and just smooth with it. You know what I'm saying? So then after that, I was like, all right, I need to go further back. So I went to a SoundCloud page. One thing about me, when it comes to researching a new artist, I'm going to go back. I'm finding a SoundCloud, you know, Audio Mac, whatever. So I went back and she dropped in 2012, she dropped the EP entitled Sober. And she had dope joints like Mad Love and Elliot and Fun and High and all those type of joints. And I was like, yo, how the hell did I let this girl slip by me? This is crazy. But we have a lot of artists that just don't get shine. But I'm like, how did she pass me? What? I'm like, yo, I wish I'd have caught on to her. And, but then when I listened to that EP, I was like, yo, now her influence makes sense. Because she said I'm influenced by, you know, Erykah Badu, Lauryn Hill, Angie Stone. All 3 of those women is, you know, really influenced by hip-hop. I mean, Angie Stone is part of hip-hop history. She was with the Seance. You know what I'm saying? The Sequence. I said Seance. Lord have mercy. She was with the Sequence. And they were like the first hip-hop rap group. You know what I'm saying? Funk You Up. If y'all listen to Bruno Mars and him and Mark Ronson or whatever his name is, and y'all listen to the big Uptown Funk, you will hear Sequence, which is Angie Stone. So now I'm like, it makes sense. She got a lot of these hip hop like hard beats on it, and she's still riding it smooth. And that's what Lauryn, that's what Erykah Badu, and that's what Angie Stone is all about. So I said, it makes perfect sense. I was like, oh. And then I'm like, now hearing her with Amy Winehouse, I'm like, Amy Winehouse also loved hip hop as well. And Amy Winehouse was very truthful. So then I you know, I was like, oh, all her influences is in her voice. I see it. I get it. I'm like, oh, this is dope. So then my research continues with her. And then she did a joint called Nobody Cares. And y'all, I was like, wow, this song is very jazzy and bluesy, but it still has a knot to it. And I said, wow, this song was amazing. And I was just sitting yesterday just vibing out to it because I said, wow, this is a beautiful, beautiful record. And I think anybody can really relate to this. And here we go. Here's Nobody Cares. And it goes a little something like this. Nobody cares for me. Ooh, and then that horn comes in. Oh my God. I said, wow, this record. And then this showed her versatility. And I said, okay, makes sense. Amy Winehouse is an influence. You hear it. You hear it in songs like this. Because if you listen to Amy's first album, Frank, you will understand. See, everybody kind of got on to Amy Winehouse when she came out with Back to Black. But Amy's real influences are all through that album, Frank. Jazz and blues and all that. And just as much as Back to Black is a classic, so is Frank. And y'all need to check that out. But when I heard this, I was like, yo. I was like, Eli, I was like, wow. I was like, this song is dope. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, she's just dope. And I was just like, oh God, I'm so mad. But again, like my brother always say, better late than never. It doesn't matter when you find music, you just find it. You know what I'm saying? So then I saw, after listening to a lot of her music and everything, I was like, yo, she got a new album coming out. And I think bro was telling me about it in a message. But I was so into her vibe, like I was there. And then I was like, oh, yo, she got a new album coming out Friday. It's entitled Love You Really. And when I heard the first joint, Better Alone, I said, I love it. This girl can do no wrong. Like, she couldn't do no wrong. But here is Better Alone. Here we go. All right.
Sometimes it's better alone. Keeping the door closed
Tonight. Woo! You hear, come on, musically that joint. Woo! Close tonight. You hear that? Just that vocal run alone. Tonight. Like, come on. Yo, Elli, she's dope, man. She's dope. I probably done messed up this poor girl name, but I'm going to have it in the more info box. I'm terrible with names. If y'all have realized with R&B bangers, I am not the best when it comes to names. So I've been saying Eli, Elli, whatever. But, yo, it doesn't even matter. Just the voice. Like, her voice is just completely dope. And what I like is I just like her sound because she doesn't sound like Adele. She does not sound like Sam Smith. She does not sound like Joss Stone. She sounds like, you know, she has her own sound. And if you've done research on this girl, you will realize, like, in the beginning, I felt like she was trying to find her sound. She was trying to find what she wanted. You could tell this girl really was influenced with hip-hop, but she's definitely loved the jazz and the blues and all that. And she wanted to be like a melting pot. And, you know, she said in an interview how she was getting compared to Adele and, you know, Lily Allen and all these girls. And I'm like, you can't really do that because I would never hear Adele on a song like this. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't hear Adele doing Poetic Justice, her own version. I will never, it wouldn't work. You know what I'm saying? Joss Stone, I wouldn't expect her to do a Poetic Justice thing. It's just, their sounds are completely different. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, yo, this girl we need to stop faking on this girl. This girl is so dope. And that's why I could not just give y'all one joint off her new album, which is called, again, Love You Really. And that first single was Better Alone. But I had to give y'all the second single because this song was dope. She even did a live performance of it. I'm going to put it in the more info box. The joint is called Stone Cold. Beautiful, beautiful record, y'all. And it's just so old school, and I love it. And here we go. Woo! Oh my God. Yes, sir. Woo, Lord. Oh, I love this. Like, that record, when I heard it, and then she did a live performance again, I'm putting it more info box. I was like, yo, this song is soulful as hell, but it still has that knock to it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like. And again, after I gave y'all who her influence is, I'm like, yo, it makes so sense. I want this girl to win so bad. Like, y'all, I'm going to put all her information in the more info box. She has a new album entitled Love You Really. Hopefully I say her name right. It's either Eli or Elli. Elli Ingram. Elli Ingram. That's her name. Elli Ingram. Love You Really. Her album is coming out Friday. Y'all, really, she is the next one up, yo. Respect her. She's not an Adele clone. She's not a Joss Stone clone. She's not a Amy Winehouse, even though, you know, she's from the UK and all that good stuff. But this girl has her own sound, and I really, really want her to win. So, again, Elli Ingram, Love You Really. Album's coming out Friday. I'm going to put all her information in the more info box. I really, really want y'all to check her out. Now, the last artist I found on SoundCloud actually a couple of weeks ago. And I was supposed to talk about him, and his name is Frank Vocals. Now, it caught me because I saw Frank Vocals. Now, I was like, I hope your last name is the true Frank. When you want to say Frank Vocals, I said, okay now. All right. So, let's see. So, then I said, let me go back before I go forward. And I heard the song, The One. And I was like, okay, I can dig it. And then it's smooth vocals. But then it was like I was hearing them church runs in there. I said, oh, okay, this dude is from the church. Okay, I can dig it. Okay, you got me. You know what I'm saying? Because it was smooth. The production was dope. Put the video that he did for it in the more info box. Some things like 3-4 years ago. But I was like, all right, I can dig it. Because one thing I always say that we're missing from mainstream radio right now is them church voices that we had in the 90s. We don't really have that on mainstream radio right now. I think the only one is Jasmine Sullivan with the song that she did with the Trap Soul dude. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we're missing that. So I was like, oh, okay. I'm cool. Because, like I said, you can't deny when you hear somebody from church. They got them church vocals. You know what I'm saying? You can't deny it. So I was like, all right. So then I saw he released a month ago an album, an EP. He called it a double EP entitled Can I Be Frank With You? Which I think is a dope play on title with his name and all that dope stuff. So, it's definitely giving me Marvin Gaye-ish type of vibes with the I Want You type of vibe. But he's making it current because he has those current beats to it. And he's riding it, you know what I'm saying, with his smooth vocals like joints like I Wanna Know, Don't Go, 5 a.m., what was the other one? Crushing, and Felicia Rashad. Like, he got a song called Felicia Rashad, y'all. The joint is dope. The album is dope. It's real smooth. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, it's giving you that I Want You Marvin Gaye vibes. If y'all know the Marvin Gaye I Want You album, it's sexier than the Let's Get It On album. It really is. And, you know, but on his album, I'm talking about Frank Vocals now. With this, track 2, that joint is my favorite. It's called Lucky You. I love it. It's current. It's smooth. Everything. It's just dope. So here is Frank Vocals with Lucky You. And it goes a little something like this.
for me.
Woo! I just like that part when he said that. Hold on, let's go back a little bit. Hold on. I just like that part, like, and then it still got that knock to it, and that's what I really like about it. It still got that hard boom, boom, boom. Like, it still have that knock, and that's what I like about it. And you know what I'm saying? We need that. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all, check out Frank Vocals and his new EP, Can I Be Frank With You? And make sure when you listen to this, you got your love, whoever your love is, because this is definitely a joint where you can let rock from beginning to end, and you can do some things. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a very, very sexy album for real. But the vocals are smooth, and check him out for real. I'm gonna put all his info in the more info box. I want y'all to check it out. Well, those are your 4 bangers for the week, y'all. Keyshia Cole with Incapable, Ledisi with Here, Elli Ingram with Better Alone, and Stone Cold from her album that's coming out Friday, Love You Really, and Frank Vocals with his joint, Lucky For You, from his EP, Can I Be Frank With You. Hopefully you guys really enjoyed each song. Y'all go out, support R&B music, because I keep saying in every video, I hate when people are saying R&B is dead, it needs to be revived. No, it doesn't. It's here. We just need mainstream radio, like the iHeart radios and, you know, all these mainstream that's getting all this back and this promotion from these sponsors to sponsor real R&B music. It's here. It's here. Songs like Ledisi should be eating up mainstream right now, and I don't understand why. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good, because on Junior's World of Soul and current R&B bangers, I'm going to keep blessing y'all with R&B music that's out here. I'm not going to, you know, I'm going to continue to really, really keep pushing for R&B to get respected and mainstream again. I'm sick of just hearing 2 and 3 different artists in R&B categories, and then at award shows, it's like, why is this person in R&B? Because they damn sure don't make R&B music, and that just bothers me. I just love back in the 90s when you used to look at the R&B categories. It'd be like, damn, yo. Like, all these albums were great. You know what I'm saying? Like the 96 Grammys. You had D'Angelo with Brown Sugar. You had Toni Braxton with Secrets. You had Mary J. Blige with Mary. You had, I'm not Mary, with My Life. You had, who else was in there? TLC, Crazy Sexy Cool. Like, yo, that category alone, like, all those albums was completely dope. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, ugh. But, you know, anyway, I'm just going to continue to keep showing R&B love. I'm going to keep talking about it on every social media platform I have. And I feel like I have a platform to speak on R&B music. And I'm going to keep blessing y'all with the R&B that's out here. Don't let mainstream fool y'all, really. So, I'm going to get out of here. Since I came in here with an old school joint, why not leave out with an old school joint? It gives me fall vibes as well. And I know the fall is in, because I know when my mom plays, and when when I go home and I'm at her house, I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? We can get us some hot toddies and get on the floor and dance to this joint. So here it's back together again with Donny Hathaway and Roberta Flack. Here we go.
Cause you and I back together again for the world.
Woo, I'm out, y'all. Peace.